I want to ask you a question. Who's coaching you? Who's asking you the tough questions? Who's telling you, man, you're the common denominator to all of your issues and challenges? Who's telling you, man, all day long, you become the magnetic pulse that attracts to you both good and bad? I want to be your life coach. I want to be the one that cheers you on to the finish line. I want to be the one that you ask the tough questions. And it doesn't mean that I have all the answers, but that means that you have a partner, someone who believes in you, not the you see right now, but the you can't imagine, the you that you are to become, the you were destined to be. I always say we both need the positive and the negative. It's not enough to have the knowledge of the matter, but we must have the wisdom as well. For wisdom settles it. And that's what I want to offer you as you join me on the Coach's Corner. I want to offer you the wisdom of the matter. Maybe it might be relationships, talking about our campaigns for more, for life, the dark room of our subconscious, our spiritual journey. Whatever it is, I want to be there to encourage you, to build you, to challenge you, to cheer you on to the finish line. I'm qualified to do this. Why? Because I'm you.
Well, welcome to another edition of the Coach's Corner. My name is Marcus Saletta. Surely, as I approach the microphone on today, I have my own set of personal and professional issues, but I like to think that I bring to the table the wisdoms of life as I have learned from the fights, from the, conflicts, and I trust that you will allow me to earn the right to speak into your life. My name is Marcus Salette, a.k.a. The Coach, and this is the Coach's Corner. Today we want to talk about, very briefly, did I give you permission to treat me like fill in the blank? So often in our lives, when things happen, we forget that I am the common denominator in every situation. That's my statement, original from the Coach. I am the common denominator in any situation in my life. And so if it went wrong, it doesn't mean I did wrong, but it could also mean that there's something awry somewhere and that I need to make a course correction and check myself before I wreck myself. And thank you so much for those that are listening to me worldwide, especially those that are listening on www.415-96 radio. That's right, www.415-96 radio. Powered by Saletta USA TV. Let's get right to it. Did I give you permission to treat me like... Yes. Let's get right to it. Did I give you permission to treat me like crap? I mean, for real. I mean, when you look at the last situation that happened in your life, the first thing you have to ask yourself is, what do I need to learn from this right here? You see what I'm saying? DJ is on it this morning. Thank you so much, DJ. Thank you so much. For those that may be listening in the evening, DJ on it today. Did I give you a permit to treat me like, obviously, I must have? Somewhere along the line, we had a miscommunication. Somewhere along the line, my focus wasn't clear. My priorities was not set. Somewhere along the line, I said something, did something. I had a pattern of behavior and forgot to practice OBM, opposite behavior modification, and I gave you a license, a permit. I gave you permission to treat me like you fill in the blank. And so today, I want to revoke that permit, revoke that license, suspend the privileges that gives you, that person, that organization, that company, to treat me like crap. You know what? I blame myself. This is what I said in the last negotiations that I had incurred in a business deal that went awry, right? The person came off as though this deal would make millions. The person came off, with all of these promises, and of course we purchased the equipment and, all the negotiations. One of the things that I noticed in the negotiations, though, when I started asking questions, the person was not willing to answer questions. And I said to myself, something here isn't right. If you're in a situation and you're being yourself and the person does not want to answer questions, doesn't this send a signal that something is wrong? Dead wrong? I mean, what the heck? You can't answer no questions and you want to bully somebody into saying you putting too much thought into it when money is on the line, when companies are on the line, when partnerships are on the line, when reputations are on the line. Oh, okay. So you have to take a step back. Don't cuss them out. Don't give them a piece of your mind. And listen, this ain't nothing that we really got to pray about. For some of y'all religious folks that say, well, I got to pray about this one. No, some things you ain't got to pray about, because since I know that I'm the common denominator in every situation, the one thing that I need to do is step back and look at my own pattern, look at my own life, look at my own business practices and say, okay, what have I overted? What have I left out? What have I negated to do? Because if a pattern behavior continues to happen, that means that person, that organization, that group, that clique, that whatever the heck you want to say, thought that they had a license to treat me the way I am being treated. And so we got to revoke that license immediately. We got to suspend the privileges immediately. You don't have to be nasty. You don't have to be ornery. You don't have to go into vulgarity. You know what I'm saying? Which you're going to be tempted to do now. You're going to be tempted to go hood on a brother. You know what I'm saying? Or on a sister. No. Back that thing up. No, you don't have to go hood. You see what I'm saying? What you simply need to do is look at your own priorities. Look at your own schedule. Look at your own policies. And look for the loopholes that person found. That person found some loopholes, and they were authorized. Oh yeah, they were authorized to treat me. Now sometimes you'll run into a situation that seemed to be hostile, and if we could just interject God for a minute, God trusts you to see your own growth from the situation. But I still have found that also means I need to change up a few things, because once you become too predictable, you become expendable. Take a small break. Be right back. Once you become predictable, you can be expendable. So you want to be careful. If anything that needs to be predictable, it needs to be the outlayer of my policy in life, my philosophy in life. You don't run over me. You don't step on me. I don't need you every 5 minutes. Desperation also gives. Let's name a few things that gives people a license to treat you like desperation. The moment you become desperate, maybe you got a bill that's overdue, double due, triple due, like I used to say back in the day. And all of a sudden, all your thoughts now, your most dominant thoughts, is about how I can get these bills under control. Well, what happens if you ain't careful and you think more on the problem than the solution, and you focus more on solving the problem than just creating more income? You become desperate to make money, and then you attract people to you who ping that desperation. They tap into who you are. They tap into the vibe that you have given off, and as a result, the relationship, the deal, the contract, is not fulfilling. It's not as promising as once talked about. And so you look at it and you say, what happened? Well, you gave off the aura of desperation. Never be desperate. Second thing that gives people a permission, a permit, a license to treat us like too much damn information. You gave them too much information on the wrong location. Okay? For instance, information about your mind, your thoughts, information about your thought patterns, your dreams. We have to learn how to shut up, because when we talk too much, we give people a permit, a license to treat us like you fill in the blank. So we got talking too much, desperation, cover-ups. Gives people a permission, a license, a permit to treat us like. What is a cover-up? A cover-up is the fact that you are still yet in denial about portions of your past that you didn't even know existed, but they're lodged and they're stuck in the subconscious of your mind. And instead of you being objective every time something goes awry, you are accusatory. Why did they do this to me? You start talking like a victim. And what you have to do is you have to do a switcheroo. Okay? Switcheroo. That's an old word from way back in the day. You may not know about the switcheroo. Every time something goes bad, always look at yourself first. Don't look at everybody else. I mean, sometimes it's a shocker how people step out and do X, Y, and Z. But sometimes, let me tell you this, they don't have a permit to treat you like, but they're applying for a permit. They're applying for a license to treat you like crap. They're applying for it. In other words, they're saying to you, they're saying to me, I wonder if I pull this one right here, that they'll go for it. Because they don't know your past, but you and I may know that, listen, I was treated like this when I was a kid. I was treated like this when I was a teenager. I was treated like this in my young adult years. So, you know, with the quickness, I recognize that this treatment is hostile to who I am, who I have become. This treatment is layered in jealousy. This treatment is layered in, oh my God, this treatment is layered in discord. This treatment is layered in gangster handling of a situation rather than human handling, civil handling. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they don't have a permit, but they're applying for a permit to treat you like you fill in the blank. But you know what? You need to deny that permit. You need to deny that license. You need to deny them the opportunity to think that they can step to the queen that you are, the king that you have become and are becoming, and come with some half behind. I'm going to ask God to help me keep my mouth right now. Step to you with some half behind crap cooked up in the back alley some damn where, and think you're going to step into my potential and step into my future with that mess because it's promising me a bunch of dollars. Hell to the gnaw. Hell to the gnaw. Take that crap somewhere else, because it ain't happening right here. Did I give you a permission? Are you applying for a license, a permit to treat me like what? Heck no. You are denied. And if you had a license and if you had a permit, it is revoked. Your privileges are doomed. Okay? Okay? You see what I'm saying? On my way up, somebody want to take me down. On my way through, somebody want to pull me out, take me around, waste my time, spend my time, wasting my money. You see what I'm saying? I got to keep my eyes on the prize and look up, because I sure enough need God to show me me, because I'm the common denominator to everything in my life. Take a small break. Be right back. Yes. Did I give you a permit? Are you applying for the permit? Are you blind? Do you see who I am becoming? Because it is not the person that I am or the person that I was, but it's the person that I'm becoming that's the real threat in this situation. And I'm a threat to myself because I'm ever evolving. I'm ever growing. I'm ever checking my belief system to see what is it about what I believe that I think that I deserve this kind of treatment from X, Y, and Z. Heck to the no. Some things you ain't got to pray about. You just got to have a stay about it. You know what I'm saying? Take authority and say, no, not here. No more. You will not treat me like a dog. You will not treat me like a cocker, as they say in the Latino community, a cockroacha. You will not exterminate me. You will not eliminate me. You will not alienate me. You see what I'm saying? I am not desperate for opportunity. I create opportunities because I look inside and I determine what about me do I need to change? What about me do I need to rearrange? What about me do I need to take down? What about me do I need to send up? Come on, the information that goes in my mind, the information that disseminates from my being have to be authentic. What about my integrity? Have I been honest? And I told you 1,000 times that there is a leak in this old building and my soul has got to move. I told you that. And I told you that there is no intellectualism without spiritualism. You got to have the balance of both to be able to catch people treating you like X, Y, and Z. People applying for a permanent license to treat you like somebody in your past treated you. And you know what's really funny? What's really, really funny is this. There is no new situations under the sun. And everybody that steps to you with some crazy crap, it always represents something from your past. And you got to be up on your toes, as they say, crossing your T's and dotting your I's and be able to recognize crap when you see it. Call it for what it is. Don't spend no time on it. It's going to puzzle you now. It's going to bamboozle you. It might catch you off guard for a quick second. But at the end of the day, you're going to be like, you know what? I recognize this right here. This ain't nothing but a game. You know what I'm saying? Sister done stepped off, brother done stepped off, and they tripping, thinking they pimping. But I can't be fooled because I'm up on my own game. I'm up on my own growth. I know my weaknesses, so you can't call me on a weak point when I know that I've been looking at my weaknesses and making them strong. And I don't borrow from my strengths to cover for my weakness and walk around in denial, covering it up with scripture, trying to act like I'm all that in a bag of chips when I know I got a leak in this old building. You see what I'm saying? Did I give you a permit? Did I give you a license to treat me like crap? Well, I want to let you know today, it's revoked. How about that? Your license to speak to me that way. Your license to treat me this way. You see what I'm saying? Intimidation. I will not be intimidated because of your experience. I would not be intimidated because of your history. I would not be intimidated because of your educational level. I would not be intimidated because of your social status and who you know. I would not be intimidated because you can't place any value on that which I have placed value on. I would not be dominated by a conversation that does not entertain questions as to the root of the intent of this project. I felt that. Take a break. Be right back. I know somebody said, Coach is on fire. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, did I give you a permit, a license? Did you apply for a license? Well, as I looked up over your applications, as it's come to a quick close, I noticed that there's some information that is not consistent with who you said you were. And I also noticed that there is some missing dates here. And I'm also noticing that there's some things that do not add up. And as I check the references of the psychosocial magnetic pulse in the communal environment of which I have spent some time, I have found something wanting. How about that? I found something wanting. Some just don't, my mama used to say, some just don't feel right. Something's a little off about this situation. If you got to, and listen, you got to stop ignoring the red flags that's coming up in your life. And a red flag don't mean flight or fear, but just be paying attention. You know, we can't be walking through life and just not paying attention. And you know what? When your focus is off and when your priorities are need to be reset and your schedule is off and your thinking is off and your belief system is off, guess what? You off guard. And somebody gonna step to you with something representing your past to stop you from getting to your future. Yeah, that's what's up, baby. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need that kind of music right there because we are not giving any permissions and licenses for you to treat us like crap anymore. We're rising up and we're saying no, no, no. I mean, even in your covenant relationships, you need to take a stand. Let's talk about that. DJ, give me something else. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. Come on. Even in your covenant relationships, you need to take a stand. Well, I just, I mean, that's just the way, it is. And there's nothing I can do about it. That's a lie. I demanded to be treated with respect and dignity because I've already did a self-check to see if I'm treating myself with dignity and respect. And the last I checked, I have respect for myself. I have dignity about myself. I have values for my skills and my talents. And my time cannot be wasted. My energy cannot be, splattered all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times that's why people have the permit to do what they want to do, talk to us any old kind of way, bring us any old kind of deal, is because we have been off track. And so ain't no sense of getting mad at them. Look within and make a self-correction. Make a self-correction. Bad things happen sometimes to help us make a personal correction. Things go right, deals go south, because sometimes people are not ready for who you are and who you have become. I mean, that's a strong statement right there, because you should be ever evolving. And I hope that you're not using that statement, well, this is just the way I am. No. No, everybody deserves dignity and respect, honor and admiration. And how you think about yourself and how you're willing to correct yourself will determine how many fools play in your circle. I got to get ready to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happens, man, don't forget to listen to us right there on Stitcher Radio. The Coach's Corner Daily Show now is on Stitcher Radio. You can download that Google app right there on Google Play. And once you download it, you want to search The Coach's Corner on The Coach's Corner Daily Show. DACOACH. The Coach's Corner Daily Show on Stitcher. And for those of you that are listening to me via iTunes, you can go and search SIBN Television and Radio on iTunes in the podcast section. All right, so you go to iTunes, you go to the podcast section, because all of our radio content is transferred into podcasts, and you go right on to the podcast section and type in SIBN Television and Radio. And when you see that, then you hit subscribe. And as long as you listen on a regular basis, it will update. But like if you skip, let's say for instance, 3 or 4 or 5, maybe a week or something like that, it'll still be there, but it may not be updated. So you have to update it. For those of you that are listening on the Block Radio website, thank you so very much. That website, www.415-96radio.com. I want to say thank you for those of you that are listening on that platform. And I want to encourage you, there's a chat box on the home page. I want you to encourage you. You can sign in anonymously, or you can sign in with your real ID or whatever. You can make up an ID, I believe you can. And just, holler at the coach, you know what I'm saying, and let me know what's going down with you and how you feel about the Coach's Corner and all the rest of the stuff that's going down on SIBN Radio. And for those of you that are listening on, I want to say Shoutcast Radio, which is another app by which you can download. You can download Shoutcast Radio and then search SIBN Radio, and I believe it's by BY Select USA TV. Okay, so Shoutcast Radio listeners, those that are listening on their phones and on their tablets, I want to thank you. Those that are listening again on their Stitcher Radio, thank you so much. Those that are listening now on Blog Talk Radio, you can go over to Blog Talk Radio if that's the platform that you really like. And we're not over there every single day, only because the schedule doesn't always permit. But, hey, holler at us over on Blog Talk Radio. Follow us there. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much to all those that are listening on Blog Talk Radio. And those on Spreaker, thank you so very much. Spreaker is a very loyal audience for one of the platforms where we air. Thank you so much, Spreaker followers and Spreaker listeners. Shout out to all my folks on Spreaker. And I know it's got some great radio shows out there, some great radio DJs and all kind of folks, man. Thank you so very much for listening to us. And for those that are chiming in via the Twitter feed at Select USA TV, I want to thank you as well for you guys weighing in. The followings have picked up. People are beginning to follow us. Hey, if you want to read my daily paper, I have a daily paper, comes out once or twice a day. You can go to paper.ly, paper.ly/Select USA TV, I believe it is. Okay. And so if you subscribe to my paper, you'll also be updated with, worldwide events, and also some of the things that we're doing and some of our competitors and some of our networking partners, or whatever the case may be. We appreciate you for subscribing there. I'm trying to make sure that I think, because they gave me a note that I need to make sure I let you guys know these things, and so I'm trying to make sure. I think we had a couple of episodes on Podomatic, so if you tuned in through Podomatic platform, thank you so very much for those that tuned in there. If you tuned in through the Facebook page, through the Facebook fan page, the Coach's Corner on SIBN Radio, I want to thank you. If you tuned in through any of the fan pages for any of the shows, but particularly for the Coach's Corner, thank you so very much for tuning in, man. That's my time. I got to get ready to get out of here, man. Don't give people a permission to treat you like you know what I'm saying. Don't give people revoke the privilege. Revoke it. You see what I'm saying? Revoke the privilege, man, because you deserve to be treated with respect. And then listen, and to my gay brothers and sisters, I may not agree with your lifestyle, but the same goes for you. Revoke people's permit and license to treat you like crap. Yeah, I wanted to say that because the real conversation is not about you coming out, but the real conversation is that you should have been treated with dignity and respect from the beginning, from the get-go, okay? And as a result, you know what I'm saying, we're having another conversation that I'm not so sure that is as healthy as we all want it to be. But the real deal is that everybody deserves to be treated with respect. And every business deal needs to be preferenced. Every business deal needs to be preferenced with fair negotiations. Get that down, write that down in your notes. Fair negotiations mean each side receives something of value to them. Yeah, I felt that. And relationships, fair negotiations. And for all my relationship buddies, I want to give you a tip real quick. You might have a whole bunch of problems, but if you work on you, you'll build a momentum that make others want to change as you change. That's the word of the day, man. Whatever you do, don't give people a permit to treat you like you fill in the blank. Until next time, whatever you do, take care of yourself. This is the Coach.